How about in Jigbo winning Offensive Player of the Year? That was crazy.
I'm not surprised at that.
I'm not surprised. I just
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
think he would win it.
Who's? I mean, if CMC would have won it, I would have been mad at that either.
Yeah.
I would have been mad at that either. Yeah, if CMC would have won it, but he's one of our over under. So I'm getting ready for that. But wait, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the 2-man front of Super Bowl 60 Eve. We hope you guys on the East Coast are staying nice and warm, or no, trying to stay nice and warm. I know it has been pretty blistering over there. I can't relate. So I live in California right now, so I can't relate what y'all are going through over there. But welcome to the 2-man front. We got a pack show for you guys, getting ready to come to you. We got a lot of topics. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I appreciate the new subscribers that we did get, some new paid subscribers as well. Leave your comments below. We always love when you guys are a part of the show. We got a lot of great topics. Again, pack show. We got the best, worst, weirdest coaching hires. A lot of Hall of Fame talk. Bill Belichick getting snubbed. Hall of Fame class of 2026 class. Hall of Fame 2026 class thoughts and snubs. And we'll go down the list of the Hall of Fame class of 2027, how the snubs can affect this class. Just really quick, in or out. Then my favorite, we got some Super Bowl over under, some prop bets, and of course, we will choose our winner of Super Bowl 60, Patriots Seahawks. Well, I meant Sunday, not today. Sunday at 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. We're gonna pick our X Factor, our MVP, and of course, our winner. Vog, are you ready?
No.
I feel it.
Absolutely not. I'm too cold to be ready. It's -3 degrees where I'm at. I don't care that you're in sunny California. Fuck you.
It's not really. It's honestly not sunny. When I'm not in LA, but it's a brisk 75.
This racist piece of shit
Oh,
posts.
shit. My fault. My fault. On my Instagram, he was talking about our commander in chief there. All right, hey, Fog. Fog.
Yeah, that was great. I love
worst
that.
and weirdest coaching hires. The coaching hire carousel is pretty much over. All teams have added at least a head coach. I believe all offensive coordinator positions are open have been filled. Excuse me, as well. Fog, choose your best hire, your worst hire, and maybe a hire that made you kind of raise your eyebrow a little bit.
Man, I'm gonna say the best hire would see the best hire might not be the best hire just because of where they went. I think the best hire is probably the Ravens, Jesse Minter. I think he fits exactly what the Ravens want to do. I think I told you this before. I think the Ravens feel like they missed out with Mike McDonald.
I think they did too. That's
And
exactly the feeling I got. Exactly.
I think the reason they're going for Jesse Minter is like, you know what? We missed out on him.
Yep.
We kept Harbaugh too long.
Yep.
We need to get somebody that's going to be similar to what McDonald was. So I think, and I'm not knocking Minter at all. I think that's a great hire for them. So I think he's the best hire. I think the worst hire is you probably got a toss up between Joe Brady and Mike LaFleur. Just because I don't think Mike LaFleur is going to bring any. You're going to Arizona, and we don't know what Arizona is going to be. I think that's the worst head coaching job you could have taken in the NFL.
It just is. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and if I'm taking a worse head coaching job in the NFL, I want somebody that I think is going to be a solid head coach or bring somebody who has head coaching experience which Mike LaFleur has none. So I think that might be the worst hire. The weirdest hire to me is Todd Monken to Cleveland.
Man, he taking all my stuff. Yeah. Nah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
don't get it.
Yeah. What is he going to bring to Cleveland? You just let an offensive minded guy go to Atlanta, and Atlanta, I think, is going to thrive. And he was part of saying, "Hey, we got to get rid of Cousins. I want to work with Penix." so you got a guy that you let a guy go or fired a guy who was a 2-time coach of the year, and then you bring in Todd Monken, who the Ravens said basically behind closed doors. We don't know this for sure. It's been rumored. The Ravens said Harbaugh needs to fire Monken. And Harbaugh didn't want to let Monken go. Harbaugh actually wanted to bring Monken to the Giants until he got the head coaching job with the Browns.
Yep.
So I think Todd Monken going to Cleveland is the weirdest because you didn't, in my opinion, improve from a head coaching status. You actually regressed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll start with the weirdest. I'll just go from there. Like, I think Todd Monken may be the weirdest hire. I was going to say this is gonna maybe surprise some, and I say this weird because I'm not a fan of the head coach and the quarterback or the player being like best friends. So I kind of had a double weird hire. Like Todd Monken, you're right. He's in his 60s. This is gonna be his only coaching opportunity. And I don't know what he brings. I'm not sure what he brings. I think he's a good coach, all OC. I think he helped unlock Lamar Jackson in his best seasons, right, as a passer. So he did that. He has that feather in his cap. But other than that, I'm shocked. That's the weirdest. Joe Brady, weird hire. I don't like it. I don't like coach and quarterback being best friends. I feel like that can go totally wrong, right? I don't think that's gonna. I mean, look, it could work. It could work. I just don't.
It won't.
I don't see it working. Who do they hire as an OC? Let me check. I pulled it up. Who do they hire as an OC? Who do they hire? Because I said that job is pointless if Joe Brady's the head coach. Doesn't look like they did. Oh, they hired Broncos senior offensive assistant Pete Carmichael Jr. So we're never going to hear from him because he's not commonplace. Like, so whatever he does. So that was a really, really, to me, weird hire. I'm not a fan of that. I just don't think that's going to bode well. I agree with you with Arizona. I think that was a pretty bad hire, but that's a pretty bad job. So I just feel like Mike LaFleur getting that job, good for him. It's his first shot at being a head coach, and then they hired Nathaniel Hackett as the OC. Arizona's gonna be in hell, not because of the weather, but because the team is just trash. Like they're gonna be picking first next year again. I think they should just unload on just trade Kyler Murray, get it over with, rip the Band-Aid off, because I think that I think it's over. The best hire to me, and we already talked about this a little bit. I have two best hires though. The best hire to me is two OCs. Not necessarily head. I wasn't a big fan of these head coaching hires. Wasn't a big fan. Did not go gung ho out of these head coaching hires. The best hire to me, one of the best hires to me, was Mike McDaniel going to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yes.
That's going to be. I'm really, really interested in seeing what that looks like. I'm
Harbaugh, scared of what that's going to look like.
Yeah, it sucks because he's in the AFC with my team. So, I am too. I'm very interested in seeing what that goes. I don't think he's going to be there long, but I feel it's going to be like maybe a 2-year thing before Mike McDaniel wants to be a head coach again. So we'll see where that goes. But man, let's see what he can unlock. And he likes to run the football. He likes to run the ball.
And if a healthy Omarion Hampton. Hey, fantasy football owners, if you have Hampton,
not yet. Let's not tell him yet. Let me draft him first. Let me draft it first, then we can give him all the secrets because you're right. I mean, he loves to run the football, and
Yes.
he's going to unlock that offense. Once they get other guys back, it's going to look great. And then Harbaugh as the head coach, they lost Minter, so they're probably going to flop. They're probably going to gain a lot of offense, maybe lose a little bit on defense, but they're going to score some points. It's going to be fun. And then, like I said a couple of weeks ago, the best hire was Eric Bieniemy. I wrote a piece on it. I think Eric Bieniemy, I think the NFL allowing that to happen, allowing the band to get back together with Mahomes, Bieniemy, and Andy Reid all back together. You get the structure back, you get the discipline back, you get your quarterback room back, right? You get your coaching room with Mahomes in there. Like, I think people don't realize how important that is as a team to have that much brain power and synergy. Like when you're winning that many championships, like it's amazing, right? You need that. Like there's a reason why. I was stunned at this a little bit because I said it on Drew's show. I wouldn't be shocked if Tom Brady hired Josh McDaniel. Wouldn't shock me. He didn't do it. It looks like it's gonna be Cade Klubiak, but Josh McDaniel, Tom Brady, and Bill Belichick. A synergy. I think they won 4 Super Bowls together. I believe so, something like that. 4 or 5. I don't know, but I mean, Josh McDaniel may be a trash head coach, but he can call some plays and run an offense.
Look what he's doing in New England right now.
Prime example. Back in the Super Bowl, new coach, new quarterback. I mean, it's incredible and how important that is for your team. So that is why I think Eric Bieniemy is going to get this team back on track. Offense is going to look good again. He may not call the plays. I don't really care about any of that. People overblow that. I don't care about that. He may not call the plays, but he's a part of the game plan. That's the bottom line with Eric Bieniemy. So those were my best coaching hire of this cycle. Speaking of coaches, let's move forward. As the news broke, kind of took over a Super Bowl week a little bit. Bill Belichick snubbed as a first ballot Hall of Famer, a man that's won 8 total Super Bowls, 6 as a head coach, 2 as a defensive coordinator for the New York Giants. Did not get in first ballot. Fog, your thoughts. You say you have some logic behind this. You did put something out that wasn't really well received. So I'm going to give you a chance to kind of explain what you were saying on your post. I understood it.
So here's the thing. There's only been 3 head coaches in NFL history that were first ballot Hall of Famers. And they are Chuck Noll, Tom Landry, and Don Shula. Now, Chuck Noll, we know why he got in first ballot. The Pittsburgh Steelers were shit before he got there. He got there. They won 4 Super Bowls in a decade. He was 4-0. He retired at the most Super Bowl wins in NFL history at that moment. And he was undefeated in Super Bowls. I get why he was an icon. He represented Pittsburgh Steelers. Tom Landry. I think he had 6 Super Bowl appearances, 2 Super Bowl wins, and he was the Dallas Cowboys. He was the face. He was the iconic figure of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that he was it. And when he retired, again, not only was he that figure, but he retired with the second most wins in NFL history at the time, behind only George Halas. Then you have Don Shula. Don Shula retired with the most wins in NFL history. And the only perfect season. Iconic. Went to 5 Super Bowls, won 2. But he was an icon. It extended further than football. Like you can't assert when you think of the Dallas Cowboys at that time, you didn't think of the football players. You thought Tom Landry. When you thought of the Miami Dolphins, even now, when you think of the Miami Dolphins, there are only 2 figureheads that you think about when you say Miami Dolphins: Dan Marino, Don Shula. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And at the time, Chuck Noll, that was it. It was Chuck Noll and the fact that he won 4 Super Bowls in a time span of 6 years. never been done. So they were icons. None of those guys you would consider top 3 head coaches of all time. Like Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh, you look at his coaching tree, what he's done, the amount of head coaches that he produced, Super Bowl head coaches that he produced. Bill Walsh should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he wasn't. This guy reinvented the offense in the NFL. Everything that you see now is predicated and has been built off of and branched off of that West Coast offense that he built, that he created. Built in the 1990s. 80s, 1990s, 1980s, it carried over to the 1990s. But he wasn't first ballot. Tony Dungy. It took him 3 years. 3 years before he got into the Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning doesn't get a Super Bowl without Tony Dungy. Hands down. Just look at the history. The only reason John Gruden wins a Super Bowl is because of what Tony Dungy built in Tampa Bay. So you have guys that were great coaches, didn't get in first ballot, that probably should have been in. Now, Bill Belichick, you look at his resume. 3rd, I think, in wins all time. Most Super Bowl wins, like you said. But what's iconic about New England? It ain't Bill Belichick. It's Tom Brady. Tom Brady. That overshadows everything. Now, that is the logical explanation to why he gets snubbed as a first ballot Hall of Famer. I disagree. I still say he should have been first ballot, but that's the logical explanation when you look at everything to why he got snubbed as being a first ballot Hall of Famer. Bill Polian, I addressed this to you because your stupid ass response to your why he isn't in as a first ballot Hall of Famer. You should have contacted me first, and everything I said now, you could have regurgitated and been off the hook. But you look like a petty bitch because of everything you said. And that's the reason why Bill Belichick isn't in, because of pettiness. Because individuals looked at him and they wanted to talk Spygate, they wanted to talk Deflategate, and the fact that he didn't ingratiate himself amongst his contemporaries, that's the only reason Belichick wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yep. That's it. He got snubbed. Yes. Am I mad about it? No, because I could look at the logical side of it, as I just explained. But the reality side of it is he got snubbed for petty reasons.
Yeah, I don't have any rebuttal. I can't say I wasn't surprised. I can't say I wasn't not shocked. Like, I thought he would get in because Bill Belichick, and I felt like everybody kind of held him in high regard. I mean, everybody called him the GOAT coach and winning 6 Super Bowls and the whole 9. So, like, I was like, okay, he's first ballot. But then I did my own extensive research, just like you did, even before you had your piece, and even before you talking now. There are a lot of great all-time great coaches who did not get in first ballot, and I think players take precedent over coaches getting in. Mm-hmm. Right? Bill Belichick even said it himself. He said it in an interview. He said, great coaches are not great coaches without great players. So he even knows, he even understands that he's not who he is without Lawrence Taylor, without Tom Brady, with all these guys that have got him in, that have helped him get where he is. He's not a great coach or a Hall of Fame coach without Brady. So Brady's getting, that's why I told everybody, Brady's getting in. He's getting in first ballot.
Yeah.
Like, there will be more outrage if Brady doesn't get in. I think everyone knows how good he was, and he's the player. He's the one executing, right? He's the one with these 2-minute drills and Super Bowls, and personally, I mean, he was going to get in even without the Bucs Super Bowl, but him winning with the Bucs solidified to me he's the greatest of all time, right? So that was for me, and I think it did for everybody else as well. But yeah, I mean, Bill Belichick not getting in, I was surprised, but I wasn't like, oh my God, like let me go type something up. Like I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I
no
wasn't.
outrage.
Yeah, there's no outrage from me. I was just like, oh well, he'll get in. Like he'll get in, just like you said. No Landry, Bill Walsh not getting in. He had Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, right? Not taking anything from Bill Walsh, but he was like you said, the creator of the West Coast offense. Things you're seeing right now in 2026
Yes.
derive from the creation of the West Coast offense from Bill Walsh, right? Just look it up and you'll see that everything you see Bill Walsh brought into the game in the
Yeah.
late mid 80s to now, right? He
Yep.
created it. And then his coaching tree also, guys who coach for him, Gruden, I believe, Andy Reid, guys,
Mike
Holmgren,
Holmgren.
yeah, like all
And
coach.
look at where Holmgren, Reed, George Seifert, Steve Mariucci, all of
And
those guys were under his umbrella.
they all had success. Some and Seifert won a Super Bowl in '96 with Young.
Yep.
Mariucci didn't win a Super Bowl, but he had a lot of success, right? He had a lot of success when he was a head coach in the NFL. So, I mean, coaches don't
Shit,
usually get in.
actually, Jim Schwartz was a part of that too.
Jim Schwartz, who I forgot to mention, got snubbed by the Browns for Todd Monken. Again, weird hire. But anyways, but yeah, I don't have any additional thought. I do think pettiness did play a part in this,
Yeah.
more so of what you said, Fog, of in terms of like I don't think people were thinking of, oh well, Bill Belichick, he'll wait because Chuck Noll waited. I don't think that was the case. I don't think people were thinking that in their conscious. I think they were thinking of two things: players and this guy might have cheated. I think that's where and someone made a good point. I'm sorry. I don't know if I buy this too much, but someone made a good point. I forgot who it was, but I think it was like Channing Crowder, where he said that, look, man, like Bill Belichick's off the field and personal life, it's kind of rubbed people the wrong way.
Yes.
Right. But he also said, which made a lot of sense, the reason why we even give a damn of who a 68-year-old man is dating is because he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like nobody would care. Nobody would care if he was a Bill Belichick. Nobody would care if he was dating a 21-year-old. It doesn't matter, right? But I get what you were saying. But yeah.
By the way, salute that man. Salute that. I don't care that it's the money. You still got to be doing something.
You still be doing something. Right? You gotta have
still got to be doing something.
Yeah,
it can't just be money, brother. Trust me.
But he's gonna get in. I'm not worried about Bill. I'm not well. But there are some. Moving on to some more Hall of Fame talk, real quick. There are some who did get in, and then there were some snubs, of course. Those who did get in: Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and finally, who got in as the senior, Roger Craig.
Yes.
San Francisco 49ers, who I was surprised. I thought he was already in. I didn't even know he wasn't in. I thought it was Young, Montana, Bryce, Craig, all in. But I was like, wait, Roger Craig's not in? That's crazy. So, Fog, do you have any qualms or any thoughts on the guys like on the 5 players that did get in?
I love the fact that Roger Craig got in, and I always say this: only 3 NFL running backs in history had 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards plus rushing, and 1,000 yards plus receiving. And Craig was the first to do it, 85. And the irony is, I had a conversation with somebody, and they turned around and they said, "Well, how come he didn't at least win Offensive Player of the Year?" Here's the facts, and this goes back to why I always say rushing. If you're a top 5, top 10 team in rushing, top 5, top 10 team in defense, you're going to have a great chance at getting to the Super Bowl and winning.
Yeah.
This is why I say this. In 1985, Roger Craig rushed for over 1,000 yards. I think it was 1,016 yards. And he was 13th in total rushing yards. Man. 13th in total rushing yards. Marcus Allen beat out Gerald Riggs and Walter Payton and I forget, there was a couple other guys. Eric Dickerson. Marcus Allen rushed for over 1,700 yards, had
Wow.
11 touchdowns. 11 touchdowns. Roger Craig rushed for just a little over 1,000 yards, had 9 touchdowns. Roger Craig received for over 1,000 yards. He was 11th in receptions in receiving yards for that year, 13th in rushing yards, 11th in receiving yards. Think about that. And in total touchdowns, he was number 2, had 15 total. Joe Morris beat him out, 21 total touchdowns, running back for the Giants that year. And he got nothing. Marcus Allen was not only the MVP of the season that year, he was also the offensive player of the year that year. And the other 2 guys that did it, Marshall Faulk, Christian McCaffrey, they were actually in the top 10 and top 5 in rushing yards that year. That they won, that they did they eclipsed 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. It speaks volumes to how much the running game was then
Yeah.
to now, and how important it was. And I'll address it later, but it speaks volumes to how, because you say I'm a quarterback hater, but it speaks volumes to how much we have risen quarterbacks to a level that they probably shouldn't be have risen, or shouldn't be given, and have risen to, because the team at the end of the day is the most important thing, and a good running game accounts for a lot. I think it's about time Roger Craig got noticed for what he actually did and brought to the game. It wasn't Marshall Faulk or Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley, all these guys that did these rushing and receivings, and everybody's going, oh my God. Kind of like what I've said about Michael Vick. Oh my God, look what Michael Vick. Yeah, I was watching Randall Cunningham do that before
that. Maybe. I don't know about all that, but
I'm dying on that hill, B. I'm dying on that hill. I don't die on a lot of shit, especially with the Eagles, but I'll die on that hill.
I'll take your word for it. But
I'm happy. I'm happy that Craig got in. Like I said,
I am too.
told you we were talking before about snubs. Look, I think Willie Anderson, Cincinnati Bengals left tackle, I think he got snubbed. That guy, he's got 4 All Pros. He I think 3 first team All Pros. I think he got snubbed. People don't value offensive linemen, unfortunately. I think he got snubbed. I think Marshall Yanda, who was a guy, I think he had 5 All Pros as a center and a guard for the Baltimore Ravens from 2007 to 2018 or 19, I think. I think he got snubbed too. I think he's a guy that deserved to get in. I think Torrey Holt and Darren Woodson are guys that I think
guys,
deserve to get in. Listen, I've been an advocate of Isaac Bruce for the Rams and saying how great of a receiver he was.
He's in, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't think I think he recently got in.
Yeah, he recently got it. Yeah,
I think he recently got it. And I was an advocate for him. But I watched what Torrey Holt did. Torrey Holt was incredible. It's just unfortunate he only had a 10-year career. And it seems at some of the skill positions, depending on who you were playing with or who your contemporaries with, you get slighted. And I think Torrey Holt might be a guy that might have been a guy that got slighted. Do I think he could possibly get in later on down the road? Yeah, I do. But I think Willie Anderson and Marshall Yanda were my 2 big slights in this one. I think they could have gotten in over Adam Vinatieri.
So I think I don't have any Roger Craig. Glad he got in. I agree with everything you said. Again, like I said, I thought he was already in. So I was so surprised when I saw his name come up. I think that I agree with you, Willie Anderson. I'm very surprised. He'll get in though. I think he'll get in next year. Um,
Oh, I love that Ken. I love that you have Ken Anderson there. I love that.
Ken Anderson, I mean, he might get in. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure about Ken. Lynn, I agree with LC Greenwood. Obviously, he's a Pittsburgh guy. I agree with that. Bill Belichick obviously will get in next year. Torrey Holt might be one of those Roger Craig type of dudes, man. Like,
Yeah.
because I think there's the receiving pool for his class in the era he played in was so damn deep. Right? It was just so deep, man. Like
it's
just
unfortunate.
yeah, like between like 2000 and like maybe 2010, that decade, it was just wide receiver, just a gold standard, right? So Eli Manning should never get in, but he's gonna get in at some point. I don't care. He should never get in. I don't care. Like people try to justify his playoff numbers. I understand he was great in the playoffs. I get it.
No, his playoff numbers were not. Let me tell you something. He won 2 Super Bowls, but if you look at his overall playoff numbers, he wasn't better than Matt Ryan or Matthew Stafford in playoffs. I got the statistics to prove it. His numbers were not better.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. If you have those numbers, I would love to see them, and I would love to have more ammunition to why he should not get in. But look, I get it. I've said it. I believe you may have said it as well. The playoffs are all about. I mean, pro sports are really almost all about the playoffs. Eli Manning was successful. He did beat Tom Brady twice, and honestly, I think that grows Tom Brady's legend more than Eli Manning's legend because Tom Brady is that damn good that you got to use that to propel yourself or make a case for you to be in the Hall of Fame. So there's that as well. Eli
Tom Coughlin should be in
before Eli Manning. But coaches got to wait. Coaches are going to wait. Terrell Suggs, possibly one day. Reggie Wayne, maybe one of those type of Roger Craig type players. He might have to wait. Steve Smith. Jason Witten. Here's the thing, and we're going to get to this real quick. We're going to do a quick in and out. He's going to get pushed back because of the guy who's getting in next year, who should be first ballot, and that's Gronk.
Yeah.
Right? Gronk is going to push down Jason Witten. Jason Witten is not going to get in because of Gronk, right? I don't see 2 tight ends getting in at the same time.
No.
I just don't, right? So Jason Witten's probably going to have to wait. Darren Woodson, probably going to have to wait. And then Marshall Yanda, I agree with you. I think because he played guard, and guard is not as revered as tackle or center. But Marshall Yanda was unbelievable in Baltimore. Just a beast of a player. So these are the guys. Frank Gore left out.
Yeah.
16,000 yards, third. He's going to get in, but I do agree that he wasn't. Was he ever the best?
He's going to be on the Roger Craig train, to be honest with you. And I say that because, like you're just about to say, when you think about Roger Craig, he had to compete with Marcus Allen.
So many guys.
John Briggins, Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell at that time. And then at the back end of the 80s, Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas. There was such a transition for that hurt Roger Craig.
So many backs where in the era of Frank Gore, and there's there's another one right there. You've seen Adrian Peterson, right? So here are the guys.
2027, holy shit!
2027 class is stacked, as you can see on the screen. So Fog, we'll go down the list. You tell me if they're first ballot, if they're going to get in, or no. So first ballot, you can say first ballot, eventually, or no. That's all you got to say. Just quick, very quick. Let's get through this real quick. Like, so I always say, Hall of Fame to me, you're either in or out.
Right? So let me say this. Am I going based off my opinion?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going off media. Hell no. Absolutely your opinion, 100%. And I'll go after you.
All right.
Rob Gronkowski, in, out. I'm sorry, in, eventually, or out?
In.
I agree. Big Ben, in, first ballot in, eventually, or out?
I'm going to say eventually.
Eventually. Yeah, he ain't first ballot. Hell no. No.
I almost wanted to say out. But
really? I'm not a big Ben
There's
fan.
there's
I'm
a
not
reason. There's a reason I'm saying that. There's a reason I'm saying that. We'll get back to that.
okay. I'm not a big Ben fan. He's gonna get in. People love Big Ben for whatever reason. They love him. All right, AP, first ballot, eventually or out.
Fuck.
I
I want to say first ballot.
Oh, this was quick for me. His first ballot.
No, I want to say first ballot, but I'm thinking social media. I'm thinking the voters. I'm like, no, for me personally,
you're right.
he's
You're right.
in.
You're right.
First
You're right.
ballot.
You're
He's
right.
in.
And I'm thinking, I'm trying not to think of other factors, right? But I'm also thinking about how his career ended and
Yes. Outside
and
factors.
and what's going on with him now.
Yeah.
Like, he's going through a pretty tough time right now, right? Trying to get on his feet. So, but Adrian Peterson's first ballot, no question. Richard Sherman, first ballot, eventually or in?
Eventually.
Eventually, I agree. I don't think he's first ballot. I don't think he'll get it first ballot. Cam Newton,
No.
first ballot, eventually or out?
Out.
Cam's going to have a voice. He is going to fight for this, but I think
he'll have a voice, but he's out.
He's going to be out. I agree. He's out. He's out. This is the big one too. AB, Antonio Brown, first ballot, eventually or out?
For me, eventually. I think society, I don't think he gets in. I think he's out.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he'll get in. I honestly don't think he'll get in. Nope. I honestly don't.
See, I think that
because he didn't have the impact that Terrell Owens had, and look what they did to Terrell Owens.
He got it, but he arguably, in my opinion, was on his way to having a better career.
Yeah, on his way until he got derailed by himself.
Hold on. Let's think about it this way. I don't want to spend too much time. I knew AB was gonna be a topic, but I'm gonna look at it this way. Luke Kuechly got in after 8 years, right? And he retired. Pat Skrillex got in after 8 years, retired. I'm not saying AB retired, but his first, I want to say his first, 7, maybe 8 years in Pittsburgh.
He was incredible.
Hall of Fame quality.
Yes.
Hall of Fame, right?
I agree. That's why I say eventually.
I say eventually too.
I don't think they'll let him in.
I think with time, and if AB can stay clean, if he can get his help, if he can show that he's doing better, I think voters will be more. Because look, voters are human. I think voters will be more empathetic and sympathetic for that. I think he eventually gets in if he keeps his nose clean. If not, he won't.
Yeah.
He won't get in. But I agree. Eventually, AB should be in. Alex Mack, center.
Fuck. Eventually.
Eventually, I agree. Andrew Whitworth.
In.
First ballot?
Yes.
Yeah. Man.
Yes.
I'm gonna say eventually.
You know where I am with offensive linemen.
I know. If he ain't first, he's second. He's gonna get in very quickly. If he ain't first, the next year. Eric Weddle.
No.
Out. Yeah, I agree. Gerald McCoy. Out. Le'Veon Bell. Out. I agree. Sorry, Le'Veon. I love you, but no. Joe Hayden. No. Malcolm Jenkins.
I love Malcolm Jenkins. I love him.
Too. He was borderline eventually.
I'm going to say out.
I'm going to say out too, but Malcolm was borderline eventually. Borderline, right? Brandon Brooks.
Out.
Dante Hightower.
Out.
And then Ryan Kerrigan.
Out.
That's tough. I almost want to say eventually, but yeah.
I want to say eventually, but yeah. We're in agreement in a lot. B, what the fuck is going on? We don't talk like this.
Look. I already knew everyone down after Andrew Whitworth. When I saw this list, we're all going to be out. All of them are going to be out.
Yeah.
I already knew. I knew it. The only one I thought we were kind of disagree on was Ryan Kerrigan, but I think he's out. I think he's out too. I agree. He's out. Okay, so I think this is gonna be a very interesting class. I think that Rob Gronkowski is going to hurt Witten. I think AP is gonna hurt Gore. I think AP is gonna get in first ballot. Yeah. I think the most controversial one on this list that if they don't get in first ballot will be Richard Sherman. I think most people assume he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I don't think he is. I don't think Richard Sherman's first ballot Hall of Famer. He'll get in, but I don't think he's first ballot. I don't
Yeah,
see that.
honestly, I think Gronk and Peterson are the only guys that, and Whitworth. I think
Those three are legit
you
first
could. Yeah,
ballot.
those three are you.
Yeah,
You could
I
if
agree.
they get in first ballot, I'm fine.
I
I don't
agree.
think Cam Newton gets in at all.
I don't think he gets it either. I think his supporters are going to fight for him, but I don't think Cam gets in at all. No,
No,
I don't think he's in. I can't. Yeah, no. The more I think about it, I'm like, hell no. No. I love Cam. Cam was a legit generational talent. Like talent wise, he was generational. His
yeah,
size, speed, but that doesn't mean you're a Hall of Famer. Sorry, bud. No. All right. Let's do some Super Bowl over-unders. We got the game coming this Sunday. The next few topics will be all Super Bowl. Fogg's the betting guy. I know a lot of you guys are betting guys as well. Let's do some quick over-unders in this Super Bowl that I got off the internet. Fog, over-under. Drake May, 230 and a half passing yards in this game.
under.
Under? That was fast.
Yeah. Have you looked at what he did in the 3 games that they played in the
Hey, look,
AFC playoffs?
Here's the thing. Here's what I think a lot of people kind of underestimate about this 2-week layoff in the Super Bowl. It gives you a lot of time to do 2 things. It gives you time to prepare. It gives you time to heal. Okay, so I always say that's why I used to not like this 2-week thing. Now I actually do because I believe you get the best of both teams to heal and prepare for each other. So I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say over. And if he hits this, they might be winning this game. I think this is a good mark. If he hits this, if he gets 230 yards amongst this team with this,
I would agree with you. They have a good chance at winning that game.
They win this game. All right, Kenneth Walker the third, 72 and a half rushing yards, over under.
Fuck. I'm gonna say under.
Under?
Yes.
Again, if the Patriots can hold, because they don't have, is the other running back playing? Charbonnet? I don't think he's playing. Right?
Yeah, he is. I think he is. Yeah.
Okay. Man, I think Kenneth Walker's had a hell of a playoff too. He's been playing really, really well.
Yes,
I'm gonna say,
but listen, Patriots defense is very good.
It's legit. It's legit. I'm gonna say over. No, under. Under. And again, the Patriots can hold Kenneth Walker to this. They have a good chance of winning this game. All right, over under. Sam Darnold, 21 completions.
That's interesting. Where'd you pull that off of?
This one came off. I want to say this one came off of Calcium.
That is, man. That's. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the over.
The over?
Yeah, I'll take the over in that one.
That means
I think he'll throw 30. I think he'll throw 30 to 35 passes, but I think he's going to complete between 20 and 25 of them.
That means he's dealing.
Mm-hmm.
That means he like no. You realize if he completes more than 21, I think that means he's having a hell of a game. He's having a and they're on the way.
And we're going to talk about. We'll be talking about Njigba being MVP.
Oh, okay. Might be a little bit of foreshadowing there. All right. Okay. Not sure a wide receiver will win over a quarterback, but we'll see. We will see. All right, over under 3 sacks for the Patriots defense.
Under.
Under. So you think basically you're saying that they keep him clean.
Yep.
They keep Gunnar clean. Okay. After 3 sacks is my magic number. Because if the Patriots get 3 sacks, I'm assuming they're hitting him too with those sacks. So if they can get him off his spot, they have a shot. All right. Speaking of Jackson Smith and Jigba, 92.5 yards receiving. Over under.
Over.
Like I said, game planning 2 weeks.
Over.
Like if I don't know. I maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm gonna go under.
Really?
Because I think they're like, they're not gonna just let this man destroy it. Like Mike Vrabel is not gonna let Jackson Smith and Jigba just catch and look like Jerry Rice like he did against the Bengals in that one Super Bowl where he had like 200 yards. It's not like no, that's not happening. I don't know if that's. I'm not saying the Patriots are going to win this game, but Jackson Smith and Jigba is not going to beat the Patriots. I'm telling you, that is the message that Mike Vrabel is putting on his defense. This guy is not beating us. I don't give a damn if Sam Darnold beats us. I don't care if Kenneth Walker beats us. That dude isn't beating us. So I'm going to say under. As a defense, for a defensive coach, he knows that Jackson Smith and Jigba, if he goes off for 10 catches for 193, it's lights out. That's lights out. So I'm going to say under, and I think they're going to game plan the hell. I think he's going to get a big dose of Christian Gonzalez, right? Should be a really, really, really good matchup. But I'm going to say under, just slightly under, maybe like 75 yards, 75, which is still pretty damn good. But 100 plus, man, that means like you just said, if Sam Darnold completes 21 catches, 21 passes, and 10 of those go to Njigba, that's game over. Like that's game. The Patriots have no shot. That's what I feel. That's where I feel it's gonna happen.
My thought process is you turn around and said Drake May with 230.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's averaging $177
in these playoffs.
Yeah.
No, I know, I get that, but I said the 2 week layoff. I believe he has a chance to heal, and they have a chance to prepare, right? And I know it goes both ways. I get it, but I'm just,
I can't wait to hear your prediction at the end. I'm waiting for this because I think I told you what's about to happen.
I know.
I think I told you what's about to happen.
You pretty much told. Hey, okay, so look, real quick, over under 45.5 total points scored for each team. I mean, for both teams combined.
I'm gonna take over slightly, but it's gonna go over.
Over? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say over. I was gonna say 50. I can see 50. I can see both teams scoring 25 plus, and it's being 50. I can see.
No,
that.
I can't see both teams scoring 25 plus.
Oh no. All right. All right. Prop bet. Who scores first? Meaning
Seattle.
Team and player. Is it a field goal? Is it a touchdown? Give me a guy.
Seattle scoring a touchdown.
Who's scoring it?
Njigba.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Seahawks. I'm gonna say the Seahawks score first. I'm gonna say it's Kenneth Walker.
Okay. I can see that.
Goal line. I think Njigba may get him there. Right. I think Seahawks may start fast, but I think Kenneth Walker punches it in.
Okay.
Make it 6-0. All right. Which leads us to our game. Patriots, Seahawks in Santa Clara, California for Super Bowl 60. Fog. Give me your X Factor, your MVP, and your winner. Now, X Factor doesn't have to be a guy that is the MVP. You can. It can be both. But a guy that may be an unsung hero, a guy that we're not thinking about who makes a good play, makes a big play here or there. Give me that guy.
For me,
we got
X Factor's defense. Seattle's defense is going to be the X factor in this game. And I
Okay.
get it. Drake May, Patriots, you faced 3 top 10 defenses.
Yep.
You know what you didn't face?
The best
You
defense.
didn't face healthy offenses in the Chargers. Both their tackles were done. Me and you might as well have been playing tackle, and I play left, you play right, and they ran to the right. Texans, CJ Stroud might as well have been playing for the fucking Patriots with the way he played. 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. And you still offensively barely won. The defense still dominated you. And then the Broncos, outside of Jason Stidham having a fucking meltdown on one series, if he doesn't have that meltdown, you may not win that game. So, yes, defense is my X factor, my MVP in Jigba. He's going to go to fuck off, in my opinion, the same way that Terrell Owens was going off in the first half of the Eagles Patriots game when Donovan McNabb threw up in the huddle for their first game. For the I think it was first play, first series, he threw up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Njigba is going to go off.
Man.
And who I got? Seahawks. The spread's 4.5. I think the Seahawks beat them by double digits.
Man. Okay. You know, I don't want to overthink this either, but I do believe in that 2-week layoff. I believe Seahawks
Wow,
are
you're
both
really
sides.
holding on to that, huh? Really holding on to that. It's like 2-week layoff, they'll be okay. No, they're going to get bodied, B.
I'm gonna go X Factor wise. I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp makes an appearance in this game. X Factor. He's not MVP. I say X Factor. I think he's gonna be a
No.
guy that reminds everyone that he's getting up there in age, but he can still play in this league, and he may even score. That was one of the prop bets. Is Cooper Kupp score? I mean, how many touchdowns? It was like 0.5. It was like 0.5 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp over under, right? So, I think Cooper Kupp could be an X Factor. I'd even give it an X Factor. I'll even give it an X Factor for the Patriots, just for the hell of it. I'll say that I think damn, what's the running back's name? I just had him. Trayvon Henderson could be an X factor in this game.
Yes, he can.
For the Patriots. I think he could be an X factor in this game if he can stay healthy, stay on the field, move the ball, get some first downs. I think him and Ramondre Stevenson could be X factors in this
Their
game.
explosiveness can help out.
Yeah, they really can. It really can. So if they can move the football and keep keep Jackson Smith and Jigba off the field because he's so damn good, I think that possibly could help. And I could take some pressure off of Drake May. I think that could help as well. Stephon Diggs could be an X factor as well. I think we're all forgetting about him. This is his first Super Bowl, so there's that as well. Those are my X factors for both teams. MVP. Well, I give the winner. I think the Seahawks do win. I do think the Seahawks will win this game. And my MVP, I think it's going to be Sam Darnold, especially if he completes over 21 of his passes. Like I feel like if the only way I feel like Jackson Smith and Jigba could win MVP is if he's taking if he has a lot of yak. Like if he's taking slants and over routes and mesh routes 30, 40 yards and getting yak, that shows that, okay, you're giving him the ball, he's making a play. But if Sam Darnold is throwing bombs away passes, they're going to give it to him. That's the optics, right? That is the optics of it all, right? And if Jackson Smith and Jigba can get in the end zone multiple times, like let's say if Sam Darnold has 3 touchdowns and Jigba has 2 of them, I think that could be advantage in Jigba. But let's say if Sam Darnold has 4 touchdowns, he won't. If he has 3 touchdowns and Jim has 1, advantage Darnold, right? So
Yeah.
just understanding how the voters are looking at this. But I think Jigma has to make plays. Like, to your point,
10 receptions, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think
easily.
that could, yeah.
In that 10, so that's 14 yards of carry or 14 yards of reception, which
Yes.
tells me that one of those, well, at least 3 to 4 of those went 20 plus yards on the ground. Yak. Like he took those, like, and he's good at that. He is good at finding some yak. So,
Yes.
which brings me to your point about T.O. T.O. had hella yak in that game. He was really, really good in that
in the first half.
In the first half, yeah. He was taking some slants to like 30, 40 yards. So, like, he may have won the MVP of that game had the Eagles have pulled that off, right? So yeah, I agree with you in Jigba, but he has to do more than just catch a lot of long passes from Darnold, because obviously that's going to go to Darnold. But my MVP, I think it's going to be Sam Darnold. If Sam Darnold's completing 25 passes, and I'm assuming with those 25 passes, he's going to have, let's say it's 25 of 35 or 25 of 40, and he has over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, they're giving that damn thing to Darnold.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
no question.
No question. Even if Jigba has 10 for 140 and 2, I think that the efficiency will be go to Darnold. So I think Darnold will win MVP. X factor will be Cooper Kupp, and then I got the Seahawks winning this game. Give me a final score, Falk. Give me a final score. You say it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go 34-17.
That's so wild. I think I said the same thing in my interview yesterday when I got interviewed. I said 34-17. I'm going to say 34. So I'm going to say 34-23.
No way. Did you?
I think I did. I got to go back and look. I think I did.
That's crazy.
I think I said 34-17 in the interview. I'm gonna say 34. I'm gonna say 34-23. I think the score is gonna make it look closer than it really is. I think Seahawks are going to dominate too.
Yeah,
I think they are. If you're a Patriots fan, you guys are a couple years too early. Let's hope Drake May gets back. We all know sometimes you never get back. Ask Dan Marino. It's hard.
They won't.
You don't think so?
No.
Man. I mean, the AFC did get tougher.
Brian, what did I say about who was I arguing with? Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
About Patrick Mahomes, 50 touchdowns.
So he'll never do it again.
Yeah. I said the chances of him doing that again,
He'll never do it
considering
again.
how he was like, no, he'll do it. I'm like, okay, I'll bet you he won't. He paid me on the bet. Just saying.
Has he even come close to 50?
No, he hasn't.
Well, I will say he had 41 in 2022.
Yeah, he's only been over 40 once.
Yeah, only 41 since then. He hasn't even, the last 3 years, he's failed to get 30. Yeah, that was a hell of a year. It was second year. It was his second year in the NFL.
Yeah.
50 touchdowns, 12 picks. Yeah, so yeah, you called that. You definitely, I remember that. I remember that conversation. You definitely say he's never doing that shit again, and he has not done it since. So, but yeah, I feel like the Patriots are about a couple years too early. But sometimes when you're a couple of years too early, you got to pay people. You got to stay healthy. You got to keep it intact. Now, no one knows you're not a secret anymore. You're not sneak up on anybody anymore. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. This is why
you had the weakest schedule.
I just want to say real quick about that. We beat the Patriots in week 3. We beat them, and we should have beat the Seahawks in about week 13. Just want to get that out there, Steeler fans. We got to get something to be excited about. We got to get something to be excited about for next year. But that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all for joining us on the YouTube, here on Facebook, wherever you are, whatever platform you currently use to watch us. We really appreciate you guys coming in and watching our show and allowing us to do this. coming into your homes, either late at night or where I'm at around 6:13, whatever it may be. Really, really appreciate it. After the Super Bowl, Falk and I are going to be getting into what we love best, NFL draft. We're going to be doing a lot of scouting. Draft combine is in about, I want to say it's about a couple of weeks here, really at the end of the month. Draft combine.
Horrible draft.
It really is. It's really not. It's
just horrible.
It's not a, I mean, it's not a good draft right now until it produces like 6-7 Hall of Famers, but we don't know. But yes, on paper, it is not a good draft.
Dead before then. What the fuck?
It's not a good draft. It's not a good draft, especially for quarterbacks. Raiders not Raiders. Tom Brady, do not choose Francisco Mendoza.
No,
that is
don't.
Do not do it. Do not fall into that hype. Please don't do it. You need to build within out. You need to build within. But yes, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Fog. This is my band, The Fog. I'll make sure you go follow this page, Objectively Biased Sports. Follow my page, BEZ Sports, both on Facebook. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll see you guys next time.